sideline. He did not let that go. And my thought at the time was, hey, look, we've seen Tom Brady get into receivers. We've seen him have dust-ups with his offensive coordinators in the past. He's an intense guy. He wants to win, all that kind of stuff. I thought what you just said there was the key. I thought you saw a lot of frustration that didn't really even have anything to do with that particular play coming out of Tom Brady right now.
Yeah. It seems like there is a lot of frustration. Having playing for an organization that is continuing to shoot themselves in the foot. And if you're Tom Brady, you've never been around that before. Playing for a well-coached team. You don't beat yourself. And I'm sure it's frustrating for him. To be sitting here at 3-2, knowing that if things went right, they can be undefeated forward.
All right, some of the games we need to talk about today is we have an almost full slate, just a couple of teams on the bye this week. This is really interesting to me now. The Ravens at 3-1, and Lamar Jackson, we all know how spectacular he has been playing since he came into the league against the Bengals, they've got to win and they've got to tie in their first 4 games, and they got a rookie quarterback that's playing pretty well right now in Joe Burrow. And I think if I'm the Cincinnati Bengals, I've been pretty impressed with what he has done so far. And look, I know that Coach Taylor wants to get even more from him because 1-2-1 is not what they're looking for. But it seems like he gets better every week, Eric. What have you seen from young Joe Burrow?
Man, I've seen a lot of composure. A lot of moxie from this kid. The moment doesn't get too big. He's not afraid to take chances, and you love to see that. You love to see his composure. For a young quarterback to understand how defenses are attacking him, to be hit as many times as he's been hit. He's been sacked 15 times, and he's still not shy. He's still stepping into his throws, still stepping into the pocket. This is a tough kid, and there's a reason why he was the #1 pick in the draft. So if you're a Bengals fan, you're a part of that organization, you have to be excited about the future of this offense with Joe Burrow leading it.
Well, I got this little nugget. It's one of my favorite nuggets of the week from Jameson Henley at ESPN, who dug this out. Since John Harbaugh became the coach of the Ravens in 2008, Baltimore is 12-1 against rookie quarterbacks at home. They've allowed only 4 of those to surpass 300 yards passing, and they have also recorded 16 interceptions against rookie starters in Baltimore during the Harbaugh era. It's not going to be easy for Joe Burrow and the Bengals.
No, it's definitely not going to be easy with Baltimore's defense. They get after you. The defensive backs challenge you. They jump routes. They mix up their looks. This is going to be a tough one. They don't have the home field advantage like they usually have, with the crowd being in effect. But this Baltimore team is tough. They run the ball well. Defense is opportunistic. It's going to be a big challenge for Joe Burrow.
No question about that. And now let's take a look at Baltimore on their side of the football, too. This could be a big worry. They run the ball well. That's the strength of their football team, obviously. The Bengals have not been very good against the run. In fact, they're one of the worst rushing defenses in the NFL so far this year. How do the Bengals try and stop that Ravens rushing attack?
Well, they have a lot of help. Help is on the way. Geno Atkins is back active. So he's been out all year. So getting him in the middle of your defense definitely helps you. But you're going to have to do whatever it takes. Add a safety into the run game. Play better coverage on the outside because you're going to be challenged man to man on the perimeter. And that's the tough challenge about playing against Baltimore is that they run the ball so well that the safeties start creeping up. The linebackers start inching up and biting on that play action. Next thing you know, there's a tight end running wide open down the middle of the field. So everyone's going to have to play with good eyes, have gap integrity, play within themselves as a defense. And that's the only really way that you can try to stop this. Have great eyes as a linebacker, as a safety. Play good man-to-man coverage and load up that box just to try and stop this running attack.
All right, so also today in that game, Joe Mixon, who's been bothered by a shin injury all week long, expected to play in that football game, but keep an eye on that. Probably listen to the tailgate.